Okay, today let's talk about drop. Okay, what you have here is a drop control. Okay, this is a low profile, and this is a high profile. The base kit for this bad boy costs about 100 and something, 120, 140. The base kit for this is about 240 roughly, right? Same PCB. Therefore, you can actually buy the PCB from here and shove it in here, and life is good. So if you come across these cases and you have this, and it's cheap enough, I say go for it. For this particular setup, I've got browns in here, and I've got, I believe, holy pandas in here, right? Because it's high profile, I did the black on white MT3. Here I did the Skyline. And then the reasons why I did the Skyline is because I don't have enough keycaps. I've come to realize I've got too many drops. This was actually my first real keyboard collection. So that's the reasons why I went overboard. Okay. If you were to ask me, so I bought the low profile first, and I bought the high profile second. Reason being because of the cost. If you were to ask me which one I like better, I would tell you typing-wise, I like the low profile better. Value-wise, and what I'm going to keep is going to be the high profile, just because it's much more valuable. It's double the price. Okay. You ask, why do I have two? Well, once again, I went overboard. So let me show you this next. Okay. Here is the alt. Okay. Same scenario. You've got the high profile, you get the low profile. The low profile, as you can see, have these little magnetic feet, which I think is cool. If you want to type flat, you can. If you want to have a little bit of angle, you can. All right. The cool thing about the drops is there are two slots. Therefore, you can actually insert your USB in either location based on your wiring scheme, and it's all good. I forgot what I put in here. Let me see. Holy pandas. Okay, and then what did I put here? Oh, white. In any case, I just have too many boards. Not enough switches. So, you know, it is what it is. This is running a drop Pelagos. This is still the Skyline. Very similar to the Control. I like typing on here, but I love this a lot more. Okay. Okay. Next, the oddballs. Here are the Preonic and the Planck. As you can see, these aren't technically drops, and these are drops before they were dropped, right? So this is mass drop. OLKB. I guess they made a contract with OLKB. Ortholinear setup. The Preonic has the number O. The Planck does not. Initially, I've never worked with a Preonic or with an ortholinear, so I had to have it. And then I had an opportunity to buy both, so I might as well. I come to realize I like the Preonic more just because I need the numbers. My daughter, she loves the Planck because it's tiny, it's cute, you know, it's purple. Therefore, we bought keycaps for her to use this. At a later date, when she's bored with it, I'll put other keycaps back on. Normally, I push to get everything to MT3. This is an MT3 dasher, right? But I've come to realize with the low profile, the MT3 is a bit harsh, a bit big, versus the low profile here with the regular keycaps. They're much better. The only gotcha that I don't enjoy, believe it or not, is that it has no angle. It's flat. So when you're typing, it's a bit more painful long term. It could be that it's ortholinear, but at the same time, it's actually pretty painful. Okay. However, I bought it for my collection. Will I get rid of them? Probably not. I actually enjoy them. All right. The only way I would get rid of these is if I find another color that I like better. All right. Last but not least, the odd ducklings in the even more odd ducklings. Okay. This is a drop shift. It's almost full size, crunched together. I think it's okay. I don't love it, but it's part of a collection that because I was missing this shift, so I might as well pick it up. All right. Once again, 2 slots. This particular one is running browns. Oh, this is actually cherry brown. Wow. I don't have too many cherries actually. But overall, it's a good board. It's just, I find it to be too big for me. Now, if you like it, that's fantastic. Last but not least, this is a drop Tokyo 60. You could tell because the case layout is much different than any drop you have. I'm confident this is not a drop product. This is one of those OLKB, you know, kind of setup where they got it from somebody else. Reason being is because the case doesn't match. The layout doesn't match. This is a HHKB setup, all right? The unique thing about this is this is a 7U setup versus most of the drops are 6.25. It also has these extra keys, code, and then this is a shift that's unique. And because of that, not every keycaps will fit this fine. I've put many keycaps on this, and ultimately I've landed with this. This is a drop SA pulse. All right. So in comparison, here is the MT3. You can see that the SAs actually sit a little bit higher than the SAs. Okay, so it just depends on you. You may like the regular, you know, keycaps, or I love the MT3, and I'm growing to love the SAs just because they're unique enough. All right. With that being said, I don't know how I feel about this Tokyo 60. I'm not too wild about the layout, but it is unique in comparison to everything that I have. It is part of the drop lineup, which you know, I want to have every drop. So at the moment, I think I'm missing a drop enter. But other than that, I have every drop, low and high. And I don't have too many SA keycaps, so, you know, I want to collect a decent amount of them, a decent amount of MT3s, and then, of course, I'll go towards the GMKs, right? But here's my collection so far. Maybe at a later date, I'll revise another video on what I have for drops. But I hope you all enjoy this. It's definitely a lot of fun for me. It costs a lot of money, as you know. Even though I didn't go all out, it's a substantial amount. However, I do enjoy it. If I were to recommend anyone when it comes to drop, is consider getting the high profile versus the low profile, considering getting the MT3 versus the regular keycaps, and last but not least, the one that I think is going to be ideal for everyone is the alt. Not too big, not too small, staggered, has the arrow keys and have function keys, like other keys. To me, I think this is the sweet spot that, you know, you can use daily and not have a problem. I used to love the 60s, but unfortunately, it limits me from the arrow keys. I do love the control and everything else, but they're just too big to carry around, too big for my table space. As you can see, my table space is kind of small, so, you know, more spaces is better. So I find this is my sweet spot. You tell me, what is your sweet spot? What do you guys like and gals like when it comes to drop keyboards? Okay? Bye-bye.